Hi guys, so this is going to be a quick one. It's going to be quick and fiery, and it's all about the core. So the only thing I want to say before we start is tune in with your body. If it doesn't feel right, please don't do it. If there's any pain, it should never be painful. Don't work into pain. Either lower the intensity or stop. And when I talk about engaging the core, I'm not just saying like hug your navel to your spine. Think about your core as like a web or like a diamond shape even. And you want to draw the ribs in, energize the hip bones towards each other, hug the navel to spine, and lift the pelvic floor. So just remember that. And if you start to feel any of these exercises going into your lower back, or you start to see doming of the abdominals, then try engaging your core more. If that doesn't work, then ramp it down a notch. It just means that your other muscles are trying to take over and you're not working your core as you want to. So without further ado, let's go. So when you're ready, coming down onto your back. It's taking a couple of breaths. Bring your hands onto the belly, big breath in. Exhale, bring the core together, consolidate it together, feel the strength within, just like I was explaining at the start. Inhale, let everything go, belly rises, and then exhale, draw everything in. Feel that strength. And then slowly bring the hands down by your sides. You're going to bring your legs up here. So there are different options. Option one is having the knees bent. That can feel better if you've got tight hamstrings. And you can either dip the toes down. I'm going to do some leg lowers. Or you can extend the leg, dip the heels down. Or you can have the legs straight and dip the heels down that way. Move with your breath. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, the legs lower. Whichever option you want to choose. Inhale, lift it up. Keep moving with your breath. Don't lose the breath. And be mindful of your core, of your abdominals. You're going to have a gap between your back and the floor. That's absolutely fine, but just don't let your lower back overarch. You don't want to feel any pain there. Exhale. Inhale. Now option to add on. Exhale, lower. Open the legs. Close the legs. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, bring them down. Legs open, legs close. Inhale, bring them up. Keep moving as you breathe. Exhale. Whoop, kicking the door and letting them up. Last time, hold it here. At the bottom, 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. Drop the legs down. I forgot to mention, grab a block if you have one. If you don't have a block, you can grab a ball, a cushion, just something that you can hold between your knees and your elbows. Sorry, hitting the microphone. Right, don't drop the block. Again, exactly the same thoughts on the core. Keep it strong. Keep your center stable. Then as you exhale, again, options, you can dip the toe down or you can fully extend the leg. If you want to ramp it up even more, you can bring the same arm and the same leg down. Inhale back to center, exhale. Inhale. Feel the strength from within. Feel this power in your center. When we have a strong core, we move with more stability, we move with more strength. We feel the strength. Everything just seems to work better. Moving here, breathing here. Do not drop whatever prop you are using. It's quite fun to use a ball, it's hard to use a ball. Okay, we're going to take 2 more on both sides. Exhaling down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower. Lift. Lower. Lift, last time, exhale, and inhale, bring it back. Place the block over to the side. We're going to bring the obliques in now and bring some twisting motions into it. So let's bring the knees up, reverse tabletop, knees over hips. Notice your knees coming back further, maybe your hip flexor feeling a little tight. Can you bring them to stack over your hips? Bring your hands behind your head, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, connect to the core. One more time like that, inhale, let it go. Elbows come in, and then exhale, you lift. Gaze down towards the pelvis. You're not yanking on the neck. Kind of let the neck hang into the hands, slightly tucking the chin as if you've got a peach between your chin and your chest. And then inhale, lower. So with this one, try and hold the exhale. So try and extend it as much as you can. If you need to breathe, that's fine, but try and extend it if you can and really, really feel and harness the strength in the core. So breathing in, exhale, you lift. Holding it here, breathing here, draw the ribs down, length through the tailbone, and then inhale. Slowly release. Exhale, you lift. This time, take a little twist over to the left. Release your right hand and bring it onto your left thigh. Push into the left thigh, and then lift through the tailbone to push back rather than pushing back with the leg. Inhale brings you back to center. Release. Exhale, you lift. Little micro twist to the right side. Keep drawing in the core. Release the left hand. Push against the right thigh. Lift the tailbone to meet that like pushing action. Hold it here. Lift here. Inhale back to center. Release. Exhale, you lift. This time, bring your right hand to the outside of your thigh and push against it. Keep lifting off that left shoulder blade. It's going to want to come down. Holding everything together. Then inhale back to center. Release, exhale, lift. Twist to the right, left hand comes across, push against that right thigh, lift off that right shoulder blade, hug everything together. Inhale back to center, release. Last time, we're going to add on another time. Inhale, elbows come in, exhale, you lift. Twist to the left, reach the right arm across, reach the left arm across, grab hold of that left wrist and pull away from you. Pull the left wrist, draw everything in, length through the tailbone. Inhale back to center, release. I'm definitely feeling this. Whew. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift, twist to the right, reach the left arm across, the right arm comes to meet it. Pull that right wrist, breathe here. Hug navel in, length through the tailbone. And then inhale, back to center. Everything releases down. Take a moment, a second, bring your feet wide, take the knees over to the left, cactus the arms, gaze comes to the right. Push down through the inner arch of that right foot and squeeze the right glute, breathing into this right hip flexor. Inhale back to center and exhale, let's take it to the other side. Squeeze that left glute, breathing into the front of that left hip. And then inhale brings you back to center. Softly come up and come onto your forearms. So, if this doesn't feel good, you can do this on your back as well. And you can have a little bend in the knees, but it's a little bit more awkward. So it's kind of easier to have the legs straight. We're going to scissor from side to side. You can also bring your hands onto your ribs and kind of pull the ribs in to really kind of find that connection to the core. Keep the chest open, keep the neck nice and long, back of the neck long, and then lift your legs up and start to take them one at a time underneath each other, keeping the chest lifted, keeping the connection to the core, and staying with the breath. When you get to the squeeze, squeeze the thighs in towards each other. Breathing here, moving from side to side, controlling it. Use your core to help you. Keep moving for 10, 4, 9, 4, 8, 4, 7, shaking 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, come all the way up. Give your knees a huge squeeze. And then come over. We're coming up a little bit into a forearm side plank. So fingers facing the side of the mat. We're going to do some hip lifts and lowers. You can actually do this on your knee as well. It might be easier to come up on your wrist if you're doing it on your knees. So you can do it on your knees if you want to. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so lifting up into side plank, reaching the hips high, stacking the hips as much as you can. And as you exhale, drop the hip. Inhale, lift it up. Tree the leg. Exhale, dip it down. Inhale, lift it up. Come back to regular side plank. Exhale, lower. Lift. Tree.
lower, lift. Keep going, keep moving. Energy through the whole body, through the core, through the glutes, through the legs, through the arms. This arm supporting you is stable. The shoulder is stable. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Wowzers. I can definitely feel that straight away coming round to the other side. Bringing the right hand down, coming into your side plank, moving with your breath. Exhale, lower. Tree the leg. Keep moving. Keep breathing. Keep the energy through the legs, through the core, through the shoulders. You've got this. 3 more. 2 more. And last one. Okay. And coming all the way down onto your back. Give your knees a big, big squeeze. Big breath in. Long breath out. So I'm going to do one more. You can grab your prop again for this one on your back. And again, this can actually work with your knees bent as well. So know that your knees can be bent, or you can have, there's a block between my shins, or you can have your legs straight. I like to bring my hands on my hip bones just so I can see if I'm tipping in my pelvis. And you're going to start to draw some circles with your toes, keeping the pelvis neutral, keeping the core engaged and keeping with the breath. So exhaling down, inhaling up. And you can test yourself. The lower you go, the bigger the circle, the harder it is. And then we're going to, whoa, don't drop the block. And then we're going to change direction. Exhaling down, inhaling up. You can actually breathe out through the mouth. It can help to engage the core even more. Let's do 2 more. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Last time. And slowly release. One more time. We're going to do a twist, but this time link your left leg over the right. Your knees come over to the left. Your gaze comes to the right. So stretching out the hip as well as bringing some twisting into the spine. Close your eyes. You can actually always stop the video, take it back and do another round if you have the time. Or you can enjoy with me a short but sweet Savasana. So bring the knees to center, reverse the twist. But like if you don't have time, like it's tough, isn't it, sometimes to find the time. Little bursts of energy, little bursts of exertion like this build so much strength. It's so better to do this than to do nothing. And actually sometimes it's easier to work very, very hard for 10 minutes than it is to work very hard for 60 minutes, which is near impossible. So actually 10 minutes can sometimes feel better than 60. So let's come into Savasana for 1 minute, guys. Breathe into it. Bring the heels wide, feet come out. Bring the hands alongside the body, fingers curl in naturally. Hold it there. Take a big breath in with me. Inhale and exhale. Let it go. Now lose any control over the breath. Simply be its witness. Take this moment to absorb all the fire that's inside your belly, and I'm going to end you with a reading. Take notice of how far you've come, everything you have gotten through, all the times you have pushed on even when you felt you couldn't, all the mornings you got out of bed no matter how hard it was, all the times you wanted to give up, but you got through another day. Never forget how much strength you've learned and developed along the way. Repeat to yourself now, I am strong. And regularly remind yourself of that. Sometimes we can be our own worst critic. But listen to that inner voice and change the narrative. I am strong. So with your eyes closed, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Big inhale, reach your arms over your head, reach your toes away from you.
As you exhale, hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a massive squeeze, and then gently, mindfully rolling onto the right side, bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. Let's bring one hand onto the heart and the other hand straight on top of that, and simply end with one breath together. Inhale, and then let it go. Guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it.